At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Dispatch for a report of an unknown type fire. Shortly thereafter, a sheriff's deputy arrived and reported that it was actually a well-involved structure. The sign was upgraded, bringing additional stations into the equation. Upon arrival, we found, in fact, that we had a 2-story single-family dwelling with heavy fire showing through the roof. We went to a defensive exterior mode. Our main challenge was it was uncertain as to where the occupants were. There were vehicles parked out front, but we were able to determine that they had left approximately an hour and a half prior to the discovery of the fire. So no injuries. We did have one firefighter suffered a sprained ankle, and he had been treated at a medical facility in town. It's under investigation right now, but there's no early indicators that it's less than accidental.
There was a down power line as well.
Yes, one of our challenges early on, it was an energized down power line, which basically dissected the fire scene. And in that particular area where the fire occurred, a lot of dirt roads, and the roads were relatively rough for some of our apparatus, so it took a couple of additional minutes to get the water supply established.
This was a stick-built home, is that correct?
Yeah, it's my understanding that it was built in the early 70s, pre-code. And so not only was it an older structure, but it had multiple additions added at some point in time.
Will the State Fire Marshal be investigating or Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue?
The State Fire Marshal's office is unavailable to us, so we have commenced the investigation and we're well underway with it.
How much of the home was destroyed? The entire?
Now, there were sections that were protected, but this house itself suffered severe damage in the majority of it. And I think most of that was attributed to the fact that nobody knew the house was on fire. It was a gentleman who works up at the landfill, works for the Shea Brothers, and he was on his way to work around 4:30 and saw something. He investigated, and his name's Mike, and he just did a great job.
Any vehicles or animals?
No, there was a vehicle in close proximity, but it was relatively undamaged, and it was protected, but there were no animals on scene.